Hello students, welcome back to science class. In our previous class, we studied properties of air, mass, weight, atmospheric pressure, Daniel Bernoulli's principle and its application, winds, condensation, humidity of air, dew, scattering of light, temperature control and sound transmission. While in properties of water, we studied density of water, anomalous behavior of water, dissolving and uses of water. Now today we are going to study the soil. Properties of the soil. Soil form when rocks are continuously broken down by weathering, and it is a very slow process. In the previous class we studied about the constituents of soil or composition of soil. Soil is made from mineral matter, air, water, living organisms and humus, that is decomposed organic matter. Now let's study the properties of soil. The first is color. It is an important property of soil. The soil gets its color as a result of several processes. If you have been observed any digging site, you must have seen the change in color from upper layer to the bottom. The color of soil near land surface is darker than the color of the lower layers. Soil may be of different colors such as black, red, copper, yellow, grey, etc. The layers of soil you can observe here in the picture. The colors of soil are useful for its classification. They are indirectly useful in indicating several properties of land. Properties of soil such as its fertility, drainage of water, capacity to hold water depend on its color. The color of the soil depends upon its texture and its organic ingredients as well as on chemical ingredients like iron and lime. Student, there is one experiment given in your textbook. Take 3 measuring cylinder, 3 glass funnels, filter paper, water, fine sand, coarse sand, soil from an earthen pot used for growing plants. Now fit cones of the filter paper in 3 glass funnels as shown in the figure. Fill the cones with equal quantities of, in A, field sand, in B, sandy soil and in C, field clay respectively. Place the funnels on the measuring cylinders. Pour one test tube of water into each of the funnel and observe how much water is collected in each measuring cylinder. From this, we can say that the water holding capacity of sand is less than that of sandy soil and the clay soil, because in the cylinder of sand more water is collected, while clay soil has maximum water holding capacity, because in the cylinder of clay soil less water is collected and hence the plants grow better in such soil. Next is soil texture. Soil texture depends upon by the proportion of particles of the various size in it. According to the texture of soil, following types of soils are identified. First is sand, that is large particles. Second is silt, medium sized particles, and third is clay, that is small particles. So we'll see the first, sand. The proportion of large particle is high in sandy soil. Water drains rapidly through sandy soil. It is easy to plow this soil, but it is less fertile. This is because the particles of sandy soil are made of the mineral called silicon dioxide. These particles do not dissolve in water and therefore the soil has very little capacity to supply nutrients. The next is silt. The particles of silt soil are of medium size. Silt soil is not as plowable as sandy soil. However, it is much more plowable than clay soil. It contains a large proportion of organic materials. Its capacity to supply nutrients is much greater. Silt soil is also called sedimentary soil. Next is clay soil. In this soil, the proportion of small particle is maximum. The particles of clay soil feel smooth to touch. clay soil has a high water holding capacity. Now students, can you tell why is it difficult to plow clay soil? The reason is in clay soil the proportion of small particles of soil is more. The soil is too soft, the water logging occurs in the soil very easily. Therefore, it becomes difficult to plow clay soil. While in sandy soil, the proportion of large particles is very high. Due to this, water drains rapidly through sandy soil. Therefore, the sandy soil is easier for plowing. Next question is, what is the water holding capacity of silt soil? The answer is, the particle size of silt soil is medium. It has good water holding capacity. It is also called sedimentary soil as it is rich content of sediments and organic material. All these factors help silt soil to hold water. From all of these points, we can say that the mixture of clay soil, little sandy soil and some silt soil is suitable for cultivation. Next is soil structure. Soil structure of soil depends upon the different shapes of the particles in it. Soil occurs in the form of columnar, laminar, granular as well as block-shaped structures. You can see the figures given in your textbook 3.13. You can see the picture, right? Next is importance of soil structure. The fertility of soil depends upon soil structure. The advantages of good soil structure are as follows. Roots get a sufficient supply of oxygen and water drainage is good. Therefore, the roots of plants grow well. Next is uses of soil. First is plant conservation. We all know that for growing of plants, soil is necessary. Hence, to help the growth of plant. Next is water conservation. Soil holds water. As a result, by means of bunds and lakes, we can get water for use throughout the year. And the last is plasticity. Students, you have been seeing the lamps, idols, bricks, diyas which we light in Diwali, different statues, etc. All these articles can be made from soil due to the plasticity. We can give any shape to the soil. Some useful types of soil. Can you tell me the cup and saucer used at your home, what they are made from? Right, they are made from china clay. It is white in color. It is used to make crockery, bathroom tiles, tanks, laboratory apparatus, masks, jars, etc. Next is Shadu soil. Yes, everyone very well known about it. It is used for making statues and idols. Third is terracotta soil. This is red in color. Decorative articles and pots used for growing plants are made from this soil. And the last is multani soil, which is used as a cosmetics. Students, china clay is an industrial mineral of the type kaolin. It is found in China and hence called china clay. Upon heating, this soil acquires a glaze and hardness and therefore is used for making crockery. So this is all about soil texture. Next is soil testing. Soil testing is important for the point of view of farmers. The farmers wants a good produce from his crops. By testing the soil, he understands the constituents of soil in his farm. The proportions of the various ingredients of soil can be determined by soil testing. During soil testing, it is examined for color, texture and the proportion of organic matter. Soil is tested to find out if there is a deficiency of any ingredients and to decide the measures should be taken to remove the deficiency. The soil sample collected for testing is dried in an open space in the shade for 8 to 10 days and later sifted through a sieve. The pH and the electrical conductivity test are particularly useful in finding out the characteristic of soil. We can determine the fertility of the soil in farmers' fields with the help of different tests. The Danish scientist Sorensen put forth the concept of pH based on the concentration of hydrogen ions. To determine the pH of soil, a mixture of water and soil in the proportion 1:2 is taken and tested using several indicators. Accordingly, soil may be found to be one of the following three types: acidic soil, which has the pH less than 6.5, neutral soil has the pH 6.5 to 7.5, and alkaline soil, which has the pH higher than 7.5. Next is causes of diminished soil fertility, that is decreasing the soil fertility. First is soil pH less than 6 or higher than 8. If the pH range is less than 6 or higher than 8, then soil becomes infertile. Low proportion of organic matter. Next is no proper drainage of water. Repeated cultivation of the same crop rotation is not there. Continuous use of saline water, that is water coming from boring and wells, etc. Excessive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Soil texture is disturbed if chemical fertilizers are used excessively and that land becomes unsuitable for sowing. Crops should be rotated in order to maintain the fertility of the land. For example, the fertility of land decreases after harvesting of wheat. Hence, leguminous crops like peanut, mung, moat, bean, pea, lentil, Bengal gram, soybean should be cultivated to restore the fertility of the soil. 5th December is celebrated as World Soil Day. So students, here we finishes the lesson. Read the lesson thoroughly, learn hard words, mark important points.